to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a fun holiday makeup tutorial, and as you saw in the intro, this is a collaboration with two awesome YouTubers. I am Netta Monroe and Makeup by Marisol, both of which I absolutely love. They have amazing channels, so make sure you go subscribe to them. I'll have both of their videos linked down below, so make sure you go check them out because we really did a great job of giving you a variety of looks to choose from for any kind of, holiday party or outing you have. And we both kind of did like a different color theme, which I absolutely love. So, no matter what kind of dress you plan on wearing, you will find a great look to wear to pair with that. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching and don't forget to go check out their videos afterwards. Alright, so to start out, I'm setting my lids with the Breesia Cosmetics Powder Eyeshadow Primer. This is really great if you have oily lids. Then for this look, I'm mostly going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I'm starting out with the shade Silk Cream, and I'm just going to run that through the crease with a fluffy brush. And I wanted a little bit more depth, so I went into the next shade, which is MFEO, and again, back into the crease. Now to add the green shade, I'm going into the color Enchanted, and I'm using this all throughout the crease and the outer corner. Since this is such a dark shade, I'm starting very light-handed and just building up the color gradually because I didn't want it to be too dark right at first. And I'm adding a little bit more intensity on that outer V area, so I'm just kind of patting the color and then blending it out. And I decided that I wanted a brighter green shade, so I'm going into the Tooth and Nail Cosmetics Falling for Autumn palette, and I'm using the bright shade Walk in the Woods just to kind of add a little bit more brightness, so any kind of bright green that you have would work. Now I'm taking a more tapered brush and going back into that Enchanted shade, and I'm just focusing this directly in the crease just to really darken that up, and then also darkening up the outer V a little bit. So now I'm taking a flat brush and getting it wet with some of the Mario Badescu spray, and I'm using the shade Diva, and I'm just going to do this on half of the lid, the outer half. And now I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to use this on the inner half of the lid just to basically do a half cut crease. Now for some glitter, I'm going to be using one of the Stila Magnificent Metal Shadows. I have the color Kitten Karma, which is kind of like a coppery, rose gold, silver kind of combo. So this is really pretty with the green. And I'm just using this to go over where I just cut the crease out. Then I'm taking a dry, clean brush and just going over the edges just to blend them in a little bit. Now I'm taking a makeup wipe and I'm using this to clean up the outer edge of the eyeshadow. Alright, now onto the face. I'm using my Milk Blur Stick to prime and blur the pores. I love this stick. And then I'm going in with the Too Faced Peach Foundation. This is the shade Nude, and I'm using the Fenty Foundation brush just to blend it in. For the under eyes, I'm using the Garnier Skin Renew Anti-Dark Circle Eye Roller. This is really awesome because it's got a cooling effect, but it actually conceals as well. And then I'm setting everything with the Too Faced Peach Blur setting powder. And now to bronze, I'm using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. And I'm basically just using this all over my face to bronze, and then I'm also going to kind of take it and use as my contour as well. For blush, I'm using the Too Faced blush in Papa Don't Peach. Now to highlight, I'm using the Dose of Colors DesixKaty collection in the shade Fuego. Now for liner, I'm using my Tarte Tartiest double-ended liner, and I'm just doing a nice thick black wing. Then I'm using my Lottie London AM to PM black pencil liner to tight line the upper lash line. Now giving the lashes a nice curl before I put mascara on, and I'm using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara just to give my lashes some nice thick volume. And while the mascara dries, I'm going back into the Jaclyn Hill palette into the shade In Light, and I'm using this to highlight the brow bone with a fluffy brush. Then I decided to use the shade Sissy on the inner corner just to kind of bring in a more like rosy rose gold tone. And then for the lower lash line, I'm using the ColourPop liner. It's just the nude liner. And then I'm using my Tarte Gifted mascara on the lower lash line. I like this one just because it has a smaller brush, so it's good for the lower lash line. And now I'm just using the MAC brow pencil in Spiked to fill in my brows. Then I decided to go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette into the shade Enchanted with kind of a dense brush and just kind of smoke it out a little bit on the outer edge of the lower lash line. Now I'm just adding a nice bold pair of some Ardell lashes just to kind of amp up the look. Then I decided I wanted a little bit more sparkle on the inner corner, so I'm going back in with that Stila metal eyeshadow on a detailed brush, and I'm just placing this right on the inner corner. And I'm dragging it just a little bit underneath on the inner corner as well. For lips, I'm using the Storybook Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Horror. And that's the finished look. Don't forget to check out the other videos. Thanks for watching.